Oh, hello. Hi, how are you all doing today? I hope you're doing great. Just gotta do a couple quick things quick here. This is what happens when you go live. You say some silly things, but that's okay. I just want to say hello, and that once again, another hair change again, and this time we went from black to green, kind of a jade. That's what we went here. So, sorry about the background. Just ignore that. Let's get to it. So today we are going to work in Photoshop. So if you don't even have that open up yet, go ahead and open that up and you can follow my tutorial. I can also give you a link to the images that I've been using too. That way, if you want to use a couple different references to follow along of what I'm doing, go for it. But like I said, let's talk more work. Here we go. So I'm just gonna close out my camera real quick and we're gonna share screens here. And it's gonna be in Adobe. And I'm actually this time going to make it so that way I can show you how to open up a file again, go from there, step-by-step process. So the first things first, we're going to use commands this time because I want to see how well you guys have been following along and as well as step-by-step process. This project that I'm going to be working on was a friend of mine that is just having a heck of a time on this project, and it has to do with clocks. She's doing it for an animation class, and the way that this picture was sent is that it's on one layer. So we got to make it into 3 consecutive layers so we can make it work. That way you can save it and use it into your After Effects or Premiere, or let's see, what is it? Adobe Premiere Pro, whichever video editing software that you use. So in this case today, we're going to use Photoshop CC 2018, the updated version of it. So here we go. So today you're going to hit Command N for new, and we're just going to do it on an 8.5 by 11 paper. As if I had a physical copy right in front of me. Anyway, so 8.5 or 8.5 by 11, which is the standard copy print size for all your fancy stuff of printing off, you know, kittens and kittens and cats and space and cats and all that fun stuff. And it doesn't matter at this point. Like I said, this is just a quick tutorial. It is your choice if you want to put it in a different color mode. I'm putting it in CMY color. Well, you know what? Let me do RGB color. That way, if you want to save it as a vector file, which, you know what? Yep, you're going to have to save it as a vector file. And if you ever want to look up what that is, go for it. And I can also do a tutorial of the difference between an image file, a vector file, and so on and so forth. But let's continue on. All right, so as it's done loading up here, there we go. I'm going to show you guys the image that my friend sent to me. Like I said, it's a pretty cool image. Okay, so it is a vector, I think. Let me take a look. Okay, so not quite. You can make it a vector if you wish, which in this case, I'm going to show you how to do that. So to remove this white background that's circling around the moon, you're going to make a new layer, which is Shift Command N, and you got to select your main layer here, and you're going to hit W. You're going to hit it on the very outside, and that should create a selection around your moon as well as the white background. And actually, before we even do that, let's click on making a, oh yeah, that's why we don't do that. Okay, so let's actually step back here. To get out of deselect, you just hit Command D. So we're actually going to make a, oh my goodness, why can I not think of it? It'll come to me. I'll just type it in somewhere like everybody else does. Anyway, so select the outside of the moon, and then in your other layer here that I can't think of the name of it currently, your mask, there we go. In your mask layer, well, it even says right there, wow, I'm a genius. You're going to hit Command-Shift-I, I believe. Let's see, hold on a second, gotta step back here. Nope, you don't even have to do that. Okay, so don't hit Command-Shift-I. Just hit the backspace. I'll step back here. So when I hit the backspace button, which is on the top right corner of your keyboard, it's going to eliminate that circular, or the sorry Sorry guys, the square space that's around the moon. And then Command D to deselect it. And I'm just going to kind of check on this real quick to make sure that there is not any white stuff on the edge. Okay, and there's not. It's just the moon. Perfect. Okay. So next thing that we want to do is my friend needs to be able to move these 3 hands. And a quick way to go about it is to select it just like this and make it as a layer. So you're going to hit Command C and Command Shift N for a new layer. And we're going to call this one handle. And we're going to hit Command V to paste it. And it should just be the handle by itself. Then the next thing that we're going to do is you got to go select back onto your main layer with the moon. Talk about a mouthful. And you're going to select the other handle, Command C, and then this layer we're going to call it skinny, and or handle 2, or however you want to do it. And hit Command C to copy in the moon layer, and selecting the skinny handle layer, Command V. Now a bunch of you are just like, okay, that's way too much for me. That's totally fine. Let me take it back. You're going to select your first handle, Command C, and you're going to copy it in your handle layer, or paste it, excuse me, paste it into this. You're going to do the same thing with this handle, Command C to copy, and then you select your skinny handle and hit Command V, and that should get you both of your handles. Boom. Keep in mind that these little eyeballs just lets you know that you can hire layers. That way you can kind of see, like in this instance, that they do exist. Another part that I noticed that you will need, we just zoom in here. Okay, so it completely gets the whole thing. Well, let's do this. We're going to go to our elliptical marquee tool, or M, for this shortcut. And we're going to just kind of circle that in here. So I'm going to hit Command C, and I'm going to put it with the skinny handle. That way, at least the centerpiece stays with one of the handles. So that way it can rotate and do whatever. And it should have gone on there. Yes, it did. Perfect. So, oh, it stayed. Uh-oh, what did I do? Oh, I made a new layer. Ha! That's okay. Mistakes are always made. All right, so we're just gonna put them right there. It should have gotten it into that position. Oh, it automatically does that. Oh, I see. I see what happened, guys. Okay, so it actually made a layer for me in doing that. Oh, I see why. It's because I hit Command V. So every time you hit Command V, you make a new layer for that. You could do that. But in this sense, I want to put it in here. Nope, it's not going to let me. Oh, you know what? We can combine layers. That's fine. We can still do this. Okay. So let's just put that back in there. Just like that. Perfect. And we're going to select these 2 layers. You can convert them into smart objects if you want to. I'm going to raster them because if you leave it in a smart, when you leave it in a smart object, or smart, what did it say? I'm sorry. Yeah, smart object. That just is telling your file that, or your picture in the sense, like when you're changing the size of it. For instance, say we'll convert to smart object. It's going to tell me that when I crop this, it's already at 100% width and 100% height, which is all up here. But if I adjust the size of it, those numbers changed. And you're like, well, shoot, I need to go back to its original state. 100 and 100. And you'll go back to its original state. But enough of that. So that's basically saying that it's not going to pixelate your image. Now, if you rasterize your layer and you make it skinny, it's going to now say, like in this instant, now it's going to say that that size is 100%, that width and that height. And you're like, well, no, it was this size. Well, my fun friends, if you put it back to its original state, it may go back to this, but your width and height for that is going to change, which means your pixelation or the blurriness of that image is going to look like that now. Okay, we got our handles. So that's enough of that. Now we need to remove these two handles so that way we can operate our little fun things, our black rectangular handles. We're going to hit Spot Healing Tool. I absolutely love this tool. So we're just going to rasterize the layer, but like I said, we're not going to change it. You have to rasterize the layer, otherwise this is not going to work. So here we go. And this is what it does. Look at that. It's like it never existed. It completely wiped that off the page. And if you want this little skinny guy, I make my own little layers just using the pen tool, which is P, holding shift down to make it go straight. And then hit A, select the black, and it looks like it's going to be a 2-pointer. So we're just going to type 2. Take a look and see how thick that is. Maybe a little more. Let's do, I'm trying. Let's go to 5. All right, so we got our handle, we got our shapes, and I'm going to do the same thing over here with the heal tool and just completely get rid of that. And it should look like a moon. And this is kind of nice because with the spot healing tool, if you go over here, it kind of pops up this little window. It actually removes that stain and it will replace it with the lines from the colors that are next door. It's really, really nice. I absolutely love it. It's a new update to the Adobe Photoshop CC that you can do, because previously they've had healing brush tool, patch tool, and the red eye tool, but now they have all new little buttons over here. Now I could be wrong. They could have had this maybe 2 years ago. I could be completely wrong, but I haven't used it and I absolutely like this new feature. Okay, moving on. Who the hell cares? Now we got all our fancy little equipment here. Now we should be able to move these guys. Woo! There you go. I solved your problem. You now have all your layers that you're able to move. Now keep in mind that you can only move these layers if you select it. Just like this handle and the skinny handle. And there you go. That's it. That's all you have to do. Real quick and simple. Now if you want to know those commands once again, I'll type them out right up here after the spinning wheel of death is done. Oh, wow. Let me change the font size real quick. That's super big. Okay. What font am I using? Ha! Well, that's not going to be readable. So it's going to be Command. Whoop. Command. And you also need to hold down. With the plus sign, that just means hold. So you're going to hit Command and Shift. N. And that, my friends, is a new layer. Next one is Command. I apologize for the background noise. It's a nice, beautiful day outside, and we're getting into the fall weather, and I'm so excited. So this is actually a pretty cool project to be doing around Halloween, All Hallows Eve. Command N for new document. Command C for copy, and Command V to paste your pastries. That's your pastry. And there you go. So those are your basic commands. So anytime that you guys need to go back to this video to figure out what in the hell I used to make all these alterations, these are your basic commands that you're going to be using quite a bit. And it'll make your projects go 10 times faster than me explaining these to you. So use them. It's helpful. It's helped me in the past for projects. And just for the hell of it, I did say I wanted to show you an update to my previous project that I'm working on. So bear with me for one sec here. One consecutive second. Doodly-doo-doo. Doodly-doo-doo. So you guys can take a look. But yeah. Oh, wow, I look gross. But yes, now you guys know how the process works when you're trying to do quick projects like that. I understand that like during some of your class sessions, not every professor or teacher is going to show you this stuff. But I've had to kind of ask how to do this. I've had to ask my professors, I've had to ask students, I've had to ask people that knew Photoshop because I sucked at it for the longest time. And now all these tips and tricks have helped me. Like I said, I'm not going to take full credit out of it. I want to give a shout out to all my teachers who have helped me out in the process of doing this. It's helped me, and to this day helped me with my projects. But enough chit chat on that. Let me show you guys my projects. Oh, shiitake mushrooms. Oh, wait a minute. No. I have it. Hold on a second. We're going to close that out. I've only done, how long have I done this video? Oh, for about a half hour. All right. So here we go. Let's see. Let me open up a file here. Screenshot. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it was that Nell Gwynn poster that I wanted to show you guys. It actually turned out not too bad. And I got to make some alterations to it because my client wants me to kind of fix it up, which is fine. It's okay. It all goes with it. But I'll just kind of give you a quick preview of it. But yes, here she is. Aww. That's part of it. Like I said, you guys won't see the completed product of it yet, but this is the only poster that I'm going to show because I think this is their first show that they're going to be showing. Their first show that they're going to be showing. Wow. What a genius. This is not scripted, ladies and gentlemen. This is all improv. Anyway, so I went in, fixed her hair, made some alterations, put in a little bit of shadowing and stuff like that. And so if you guys want to learn how I did this stuff, and I also custom made all these little oranges that look like peaches, it's all custom made. And if you want to figure out how do you get this cool text and how do you use it and how do you apply it, let me know and I will make a video for you. Till next time, thanks for tuning in. Bye.